Alrighty, happy Friday. Probably make just two quick videos. One, I guess just going over the chart layouts so people in our group can just, understand more and then they can tweak things how they want to. So the first video is the GANN and quad, basically this is the quad rotation layout. I do toggle between 2 minute to a 3 minute. On the 2 minute, I mean they're both really good. Basically, the idea, kind of just go down the line here as we build this out. As with everything that I like to do, I like to start with GAN levels, right? That's kind of like the core strategy. And so in the purest example, without confirmation or anything, when price goes above the daily, I'm bullish. So you have right here, or when price goes below, I'm bearish. I mean, so again, not saying you're taking every single time it goes up and down, but if it gets, definitely a certain threshold, I'm definitely not thinking long. So you can see here, even by itself, it dips down just because it, comes up. I'm not long per se. I mean, I'm watching it. When I see it failing though in the zone, I'm definitely thinking, okay, you also could see it could break out, but I'm watching the candles and I'm watching down here, so you can see the stochastics would tell you that there's not really a good breakout here, right? Everything is in the oversold territory. Now, you could say this is a little better entry, but we like it when everything is, when all the bands or the channels are tied together. But okay, so not using this per se. So going back to here, I could say, going back in time, could this be a valid long? Sure, it breaks up and does retest. I wouldn't mind doing that, honestly. And then if it comes down, I lose, big deal. Because watch this, when it breaks low, it takes me out. When it fails twice, I'm going to short that thing. And you just, the small loss that you took here, the difference is huge. So that's just the core, that's just A, right? And then you do layers. Then we put on the 4 hour. And they get a little crazy as things are, but you can see how it interplays, bounces up. Look at the 4 hour, you're getting some confirmation. So you can see, there you go, you got another layer of interest. 4 hour and 1 hour daily are really good. And then we add on our selling nodes. So then we have, when it comes up here, look at this break, look at these selling nodes. Breaks down, look at the selling nodes. So no reason to buy. And then we have the compass. And look at this. So it's just amazing. Drops, retraces to the lower orb. Actually, the orb wouldn't have been printed until now, but still, look at this. Great short off the orb, bounces back off this is the VWAP, but look at it fails to get above these orbs, and when price goes below that red orb, even though it's a daily here, you could scrap down to the daily, bounces right back to the orb again. Really, the best trade of the day was basically here, breakdown, a double top right at the daily. You do have the VWAP right here, but there's not. Look at, you got these awesome, bearish order flow, and then you can even throw on the London breakout, which is pretty cool. So the London breakout, the high, I can show you exactly. So it tracks the Asian high and low. So look at that. That's the Asia high. It never breaks the Asia high ever. So it's just, look how much confirmation you have in the system. And actually, you know what I am missing? Oh yeah, sorry. So then not missing. we have these quad rotation signals. So what you can do, we can get rid of the, keep the daily on. So when price comes down, look at this. So background, a lot of times what we'll do is we look for a background to be red or yellow and then take the next signal. So look at that, a nice short down. You do get a bullish thing here with a signal, so you could have scalped right up to the orb. You can see it failed, but then look at the right away, you get a yellow with a sell. Look at that, yellow, sell, and there you go, then you're on your way down. Because you do get blue, but you don't get any signals. See down here, look at this, you don't, it is turning, there is some green and blue, but there's no signal. So you wait for the green background and then the signal, and that would be a nice little kind of a nice scalp up. And not hope you, I mean, I don't like to counter trend, but you can see there was it'd be valid setup. You have all these bands tied together over shoulder territory, and plus again green signal. So really you can do this all day long. Last night I was trading doing this, so it's pretty fun. Just it was, I caught this nice, so it came down, swept, and I was using the 4 hour, caught along right here, and then caught along there, and then I think I was trading to about midnight or so. But anyway, you can see again, look at this green background signal, and nice little. It does bounce around a little bit. Come up here, look, red background, sell. But I'm more of a GANN trader. But when you interplay the the dailies and even the 4 hour, because you have these. Look at this 4 hour. This doesn't always work, of course. You can see how early in the market you have no green background or anything. It does bounce off, and these orbs really are more intraday. So, but you are above the daily, so really you have a nice long here off the daily, and then for out of nowhere really, around 8 a.m. it just kind of drops. So interesting. Yeah, I love this layout for taking really high profitable setups and trades. And you can see this little monster here is, you're getting a lot of points on this thing. So, but for me, I was done a long time ago. So hit my goals. So, but you can see how if you're patient, you can catch a good. Right out the example, 4 hour green. Look at the confirmation you have for a high probability trade. So anyway, that's just the one chart layout. I'll make another one again of my main chart layout. So I will be back in a second. I know you can't wait.